Untitled Poops. Today I wanted to do a makeup tutorial for my go-to look, which is kind of quite nudie, so I stuck to nudie tones on my nails and clothes. But this look is just something which is fairly simple. You don't need to be a makeup artist. I'm not a makeup artist and I definitely don't intend to be, so just putting that out there before people start shouting at me in the comments. This is all just for fun. So first off, you're gonna start fresh faced like myself and keep all your hair pinned back, ready for primer. I don't necessarily recommend the primer I'm using now, but I do recommend MUA's primer because I'm really loving that at the moment. That's the best primer I've ever used. And now I'm using Rimmel London's Match Perfection foundation in True Ivory. I'm just squeezing a little bit on my hands and getting my beauty blender and popping that on over my whole entire face. Next up, when your face is covered, you're going to be moving on to concealer. This concealer is actually Mali's Cancellation Concealer in light and medium, and I either apply it with the brush that it came with, or I just apply it with my finger underneath the eyes and around any red spots like my nose and any spots I might have. Yay! Next step is powder, of course. I'm using MUA's Hydro Powder with vitamin E. This is a really good setting powder, which I wasn't actually expecting to be as good as it was. It really just mattes out your face. Next step, eyebrows. Obviously I recommend you to use your favourite eyebrow pencil, but what I'm using here is Rimmel London's eyebrow pencil. But once again, I don't hugely recommend this product. However, I did want to show you how I do my eyebrows regardless of what eyebrow pencil I do use. I trace out my eyebrow shape starting from the top and then the bottom, and then I kind of fill it in the same direction that the hairs grow, filling in all the little gaps in between the bit you've sketched out. I kind of draw an imaginary line with my finger from the corner of my eye up until the end of my eyebrow and make sure I don't go any further than that. And then using an eyebrow brush, I'm not sure if this is their actual purpose, but I find it's really good just to go over what you've done to make it look a bit more natural and not as blocky and like the drawn on with a Sharpie look. Mainly focus on the end of your eyebrow to kind of brush it out and make it look natural as possible. Once that's done, you need to recreate what you just did again. Next up, contouring. This is one of my favourite parts because you can literally change the shape of your face by adding a bit of shadow. It's crazy. Here I'm using Royal Cosmetic Connections bronzing powder. Not a huge fan of this. Need to use up because I bought it and now I'm like, damn it. But I do recommend once again MUA's bronzer that they do. Theirs is really good. I should work for MUA. I'm just such a huge fan. I'm actually using their contouring brush as well here, just to add some definition under my cheekbones and by my temples and on my jawline. Then at this stage I kind of get a smaller flat brush and I just add a little bit of definition on my nose. Then using a beauty blender, you just got to blend in all that contouring you've just done. Next step is highlight. I use MUA's Undress Your Skin Shimmer Highlighter in Iridescent Gold for this step, just to go in the bits which would naturally reflect off light and it gives you a little bit of shimmer. Then using MUA's eyeshadow palette, which was actually quite a rare find because it's their 5th birthday eyeshadow palette, so it's quite a limited edition. For this look I'm going to be using Reveal, and I'm just going to be using my finger to put over the entire lid as a kind of base, and then I'll be using the Penny colour, which is really nice for putting onto your crease, and this is quite a natural nude look, so I'm going to be using that and that only really to put into the crease, blend as much as humanly possible. You kind of know when you've done blending because there's no harsh lines anymore. And then what I usually like to do is get a lighter shade, so I've used MUA's Shell to just put a bit underneath your eyebrow to kind of give them a bit of definition and for everything to blend in a little bit more. Just make sure you blend as much as possible. Next step, eyeliner. People always ask me what eyeliner I use and how I apply my eyeliner, so today's your lucky day. I am the biggest fan of Collections liquid eyeliner. The way I apply my eyeliner is I just once again create an imaginary line with the actual eyeliner brush itself to create the wing. I recommend you hold onto the end of your eyeliner brush to kind of help you create a straight line without it being wobbly, and then you're just going to try your best to repeat that on the other eye. This step is quite strange. I don't really recommend it completely because you could get eyeshadow in your eyeball, but I've always done this and it's always just kind of help your eyes pop a little bit. Mascara time. Here I'm using Max Factor's False Lash Effect Mascara. I'm only using this because Sainsbury's were giving it away for free, but I have actually liked it. I don't have anything bad to say about it, but I'm not sure yet if I would buy it again. Next step is lip lacquer. Of course, I'm using MUA's Velvet Lip Lacquer in Tranquility, but before that I'm going to be using their lip liner in Caramel Nugget as a base to kind of even out the skin tone before I pop the lip lacquer on, and it really makes your lips look so much bigger. Guys, try this. It's very natural looking, it's very nude. I love it so much. Let me know what you think. And now we are coming to the very last step, which is setting spray. I love MUA's Pro Base Fixing Mist. It's really good, it smells good and just feels good, and I feel like it really works. Add a bit of that on, then take out your hair which you pinned back. A secret hair product which I use all the time to help me get the hair I have is dry shampoo. This is Batiste's Cherry. There's lots of different scents you can use, but this is my favourite. It smells so good. Just applying that to your roots lifts your hair completely, better than hairspray or backcombing will, and also it makes you so you don't have to wash your hair as much, which you don't want to do if you've got brightly coloured hair because it will run out and fade and you don't want that. And of course, don't forget to spray. This is a really nice Victoria's Secret Sensual Blush Fragrance Mist that one of you guys actually got me. Spray perfume in your hair. Honestly, people will be like, wow, what are you using on your hair? And that's the finished look. I really hope you like it. It didn't involve any talents of any sort. So simple. Remember that at the end of the day, it's just makeup, and really, you don't need it. It's just fun to put on sometimes. I love you guys so much. Stay positive, and I will see you very soon. Bye, guys. Sorts of things. Don't worry guys, I got proof. This is a very rare, beautiful photograph of myself with an owl proudly sat on my shoulder. I look so happy and I really want to recreate this photo. But look at those freckles.